Hello, sexy souls. Welcome back to another Skystrology energy check-in. If you're new here, welcome. I have a different approach to reading the stars and the sky through a lovely lady who teaches about Skystrology. If you want the link, it will be down below for her website. She does readings for people as well to help them understand how Western astrology is slightly off. And the reason I'm bringing that up now today is we are approaching the new moon, and a lot of people are talking about new moon in Scorpio. The moon doesn't actually move into Scorpio until the day after. We are actually going to have a Libra new moon. And the reason that I've never really resonated with Western astrology or even Vedic astrology. I wasn't really interested in it. But for some reason, when I heard about Skystrology, I was like, I had to look into it. So ever since, I've just been like, it's like I've cracked the code or something. I don't know. When Claudette did my first reading, when she did the first reading for me, I was just like, this is me. It was so weird. And ever since that, I've just been having very strange experiences, aligned, I would say, because once you're in alignment with the truth, it's sort of magic sort of happens all around you. But yeah, so we're having a new moon in Libra, and one way you can do your own research, it's quite easy, quite quick to do it, is on the night of the new moon, you can download the app. It's called Skyview. It's like I paid like £1.23 or something for it. You can even put it in your date of birth. You can then check, you literally maneuver your phone around. It shows you all the stars, it shows you where the planets are and everything. And you can check for yourself where your sun sign is. Now this triggers people because they don't want to be a certain sun sign, or they don't want to be a certain whatever, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter because your whole chart is what you are, not your sun sign, not your rising sign, whatever. It's a combination of the whole cake, okay? You are unique. You are not like other Leos or other Virgos or whatever. You're you. This is the kind of way that Skystrology is taught. It's making you be your own scientist, your own researcher of your own chart, okay? So it gives you back your power basically, and you kind of have fun with it, okay? We don't really say that a certain sign is like this or they're like that, okay? We try and take that all away. We take it into account, but I just thought I wanted to share that, okay? Because if you use the app and you point it to where the moon is, you will see where the moon is. And this is the actual mathematics of where they are in the sky. So just Western astrology is just slightly off. It's not that it's wrong. It is wrong. It's wrong, but it's not wrong for certain people, because it depends on if you're drawn to, if you're happy enough, like with Western astrology. I didn't really follow it, but I know a lot of people aren't ready to kind of transition into this, and that's okay, because you'll still find your truth in that as well, and you'll still have your own experiences with it, okay? So it's not that I'm right or you're wrong, it's just I'm going off of math, because once you combine math and science together, it's like a whole big combination of alchemy that happens. And yeah, anyway, so is there anything else I wanted to say? I don't think so. So we're going to be chill today. I have my iPad here, so I just remember where everything is, because I did used to write it down. It's getting kind of confusing. So I have it on my iPad. So I'll be looking kind of between the two, because I have the tarot here and I have the actual where the planets are and everything here. So let us begin. So the first planet we're going to be talking about is Mars. And Mars is in Virgo at the minute, okay? The card that we have is the Devil, okay? So the Devil is connected to Capricorn, and we have, where do we have Capricorn? We have it over here. Yes, I know. Okay. And then So we have the Page of Pentacles reversed here for where Saturn is, and Saturn is connected to Capricorn. So with the Page reversed, one of the things that I'm kind of getting is to be sort of honest about the restrictions that you have placed upon yourself, okay? Because for Venus, I have the Page of Cups, and I also have the Star reversed, okay? Now, the feeling that I'm getting is that try to be patient with yourself through this transition, okay? Because Neptune and we're going through a bit of a slowing down, okay? Because Uranus and Neptune are retrograde at the minute, and for me, what I've been kind of experiencing is this kind of it's a bit of a, I don't know, with it, the energy I'm seeing here at the minute is kind of more about loving yourself, okay? Because Uranus, we have the King of Cups, and Neptune, we have the Empress. So it's the energy that I'm getting from that is that the two of those retrograde planets are sort of trying to help shift the energy so that people don't give their power away to something outside of themselves. They find it back again within them, okay? And that's, I think, what the whole energy is sort of about. And again, with the moon being in Libra, it's trying to get us back into balance, okay? Because where the moon in Libra, we have the full reversed, okay? And the full is also connected to Uranus, okay? So basically, we were giving our power away to the people that we care about, that we love, and we were sort of losing ourselves. We're trying to help be more nurturing towards the masculine energy in society, and we need to actually find ourself again. And that's sort of what I'm getting with this, is there's a lot of like self-love coming through, and that's what is happening at the minute, because they're sort of just with Mars and it having the devil here, because Mars is in Virgo at the minute, and Virgo is connected to the Hermit, Hermit's connected to Chiron, so it's like we're trying to access what it is that we need to heal ourselves, okay? That's sort of what I'm getting from the devil card here, okay? People are giving their power away to certain belief systems that aren't really, they're just there to keep you from finding yourself, finding out who you are. Because again, no one's going to tell you what you are. You can't wait for something to happen. You can't wait for corporations, governments, blah, 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 to do whatever it is that you're expecting them to do next, or what you think is coming if you're in the conspiracy world. If you're just like, if you're in like one side of something and you're not centered in yourself, you're never going to be able to see what's really going on. And what is really going on is you are the one that has the perspective on what's happening. And if it's a waiting kind of restrictive energy, what are you waiting for? Why are you not living life now? And that's kind of what I feel like that is happening here with the Empress reversed, okay? We are being blessed at this time to sort of, again, this card came out as well, for Neptune. So Neptune is about dreams and stuff as well. So you may also be having to reevaluate what your dreams are, okay? Because Venus is sort of giving us a fresh start here, okay? Because with the Page of Cups and the Star reversed, what I'm getting with that energy is, yes, you are on, yes, you might be feeling excited about something or whatever, but are you wasting time waiting for it to manifest now when you could be doing something else that's more productive for yourself, okay? And it doesn't have to be about being successful, because there's not a lot of Pentacles energy here in the sky at the minute. Apart from over here with Saturn, which is the page reversed. So with that, I'm sort of getting, let me just look here again. Mercury as well. So we have this, which is connected to Taurus, the Hierophant, okay? And that's also tying in because that ties into Venus as well, okay? So I'm sort of getting the feeling that it's like, with Mercury, it's sort of like you can break away from whatever is holding you back at this time, okay? And you need to be honest about the habits that you've picked up recently, okay? Because you're going to have to be a little bit patient with people who are sort of the creative type, a bit wishy-washy, a bit floaty. If these people are triggering you, it's not really the time to, set them straight. It's sort of about setting yourself straight, okay? What are you being floaty about? Because we have that over here for in general. There's, if someone's floaty and kind of disconnected in one area of their life, you're going to be disconnected in a different area of your life, okay? So everyone's on the same wavelength. We are taking in the same energy, but it's just showing itself in different ways. And what I'm hearing from all of this is that you have to with that Libra trying to balance us back out and give us a bit more structure again, we need to see where in our life we are not doing as good as we could be doing, okay? It's sort of time to let go of the things that we've been waiting to happen, okay? And they just haven't happened yet, and start to actually manifest what you want. And again, Mercury is sort of showing me with the Hierophant here that there's some sort of a control, okay? There's a control over, there always has been. That's the thing. We are being controlled in different ways, and we just have to kind of, figure out how do we see the way around it or over it or under it or whatever. Just how can we sweep it under the rug and be like, this is happening. It's not the end of the world. I'm still alive. I'm still okay. I have people that I care about around me. Now, how do I deal with this? Okay. And there's so much happening and changing energetically anyway, at this moment in time in the world. But you control what you want to see, what you want to believe in. Okay. And it's okay to have certain things and new beliefs and stuff. But whenever they start to restrict us and to control us, and we are giving our power away to certain belief systems that have just wasted your time, basically. When you could be doing something for yourself. When you could be creating a life for yourself, okay? An example of this is whenever everyone was talking about the whole drama with the medicine, and even before that one, the whole virus thing, when everybody was talking about that, I was researching about crypto and investing in silver and gold and da-da-da. And even though I still have my perspective on that as well, I'm not going to let myself crumble in fear. I'm going to go with whatever's being shown to me. I have to see, okay, I have to get the part of me that doesn't like that, okay, and then see how can I go with the whole, I'm not saying that the whole crypto and everything is bad. It's not. It's just everyone has their own perspective. I'm trying to see how I can create my own perspective on the duality of both of that, okay? Some people think crypto is going to take over the world and we're all going to be robots, blah, blah, blah. And some people think it's going to be the greatest thing ever because it's going to free up our time so that we can work on the things that we love. Now, how do we combine the two? That's my own thing that I have in here, and I'm holding on to that. And again, you don't have to voice what you believe in. You just sort of have to be an observer in life, especially during this time, because we have a lot of Sagittarius. We have Venus in Sagittarius, we have Pluto in Sagittarius, and we have Venus and Pluto. And this is sort of Let me see, I will talk a little bit. I'll talk about... I think I'm going to talk about this first. I'm hearing, so with the moon's energy, this is about, so we're trying to bring something back into balance, okay? So there's something to do with fathers, your father, not maybe, showing, maybe they always showed you love before, but because these two are connected, I'm just talking about this. Maybe you're going to start to see things that aren't really fair anymore, okay? You love them, but you're just seeing certain things that aren't fair, and it's like your shift might be focused more towards your mother, trying to sort of help her through some of her difficulties, mother, or even your children as well, because I have this card as well. So the focus is more so about that, the male, masculine father energy, the lovely father energy, is sort of good, okay? And it's more so about working with the energy of the mother, okay, during this time. Because I feel like the feminine energy is going through like a big heart-opening moment of learning how to love themselves again, like I talked about already, okay? So the Venus is sort of, well, that's actually Mercury, but it's also connected, so it doesn't matter. I'll just not try to confuse everybody. Yeah, and we also, I want to say this, we also have the sun in Libra as well. And there could, so just because of these energies here, there could be, with the sun being in Libra, again, Libra, bringing back the balance into life, okay? The sun's energy sort of is bringing things to light, okay? So finding out the truth with the Four of Swords here, you're finding out the truth about certain things that people might have said. You might find out about certain, just because of this as well, there is something tied to love affairs as well. You might find out that people, you know, there's a third party sort of stuff going on here just because of this. There's third party stuff happening here as well. And you're finding out the truth. And again, this loving father energy, this is only for some people though. This loving father energy is maybe you might find out that, you know, they've maybe not told the truth, and now you're kind of finding out the truth, and that's why I think that this Empress energy is here as well. Now this this is a general, just the energy. Another thing that I'm getting from the sun as well is that it's just kind of a dramatic sort of a reveal, okay? Sort of like a risk that was taken. You'll realize that there's drama with it. Even though it was fun, even though it was like an enjoyable experience, there's some sort of stuff that's on your mind that you need to sort of sort out with the sun's energy, because the sun wants us to have fun. It wants to grow, help us grow. So there's nothing negative about the situation. It's just it's bringing us to a place of pausing and thinking about, okay, also it could be that you're winning. Could be that as well. You're going to find out the truth about a court case, something to do with the government, something to do with that, and you're going to be able to have some time to contemplate on, like, okay, well, what next? And I do think that that is part of this as well, okay? Because there's no real one answer. It's just I'm connecting the cards that I think are most important. Let me see. Yeah. No, do I want to go? I said that already, but just again, just to say, be careful about how you're spending your money. Okay, and if you have issues with having to pay off certain things, bills and stuff like that, just make sure that you're kind of not going with the fun-loving energy too much and ignoring that, you know, we still have to, again, like I said, go around things, go under them, go over them. But if you still have something that's right in front of you and you don't know how to pay it, then you need to like balance that out, okay? So, and there could also be a leader, a work boss, something like that, that's trying to control something, some sort of a situation, but that will start to change, okay? And that could be that third party situation again, where someone is married and they're being very flirty and you're just kind of like, and then there's money involved maybe sometimes, or there's like, they're trying to, you know, to control you a little bit. So there's all these different situations. There's just the main energy that I'm getting from it all is, why are you letting it control you? Because it's not controlling you. You're letting it control you. So that is what the energy is sort of showing me, and that it's time for us to kind of get ourselves out of the routine that has us in a rut, and get us out of the dreaming of what will be, what could possibly happen. Some people might not be interested in this third party situation, and other people might be like, whoo, what could happen? But it doesn't matter because it hasn't happened yet. Okay? It's something that you just need to kind of let go if you're wanting something to happen. If you're wanting it to go away, it's like, well, then walk away. Okay? Okay. Let me see. What else will we go over now? Okay. Aquarius. Yeah, this is reversed. It's connecting to Uranus again. So one of the ways that you can sort of not let things, whatever your situation might be going forward, try and just not get into very out there conversations. Try not get into conspiracies. Try not get into politics. Try not get into work drama. Just really blend, just almost be invisible. Like you are the light that is just hiding away. And I don't normally say that, but it's sort of like blending in. Just don't be the main star of the show, okay? Don't be the one that everyone kind of is drawn to. You might feel that that's happening. So what you have to do is just with that, just because of the Sagittarius being in this place, don't let yourself kind of be like, well, you're wrong, and da-da-da-da. Try and just be like, blending in. Blending in, because right now it's just about keeping the peace. Because it's not that there's a lot of like arguments and stuff. It's more so, and it's not that you're gonna have like chaos happening around you. It's more so about distractions. There's things trying to distract so that you don't see that right now is a time of really focusing on what matters. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And as well with Pluto we have, and now Pluto has went direct, which is kind of good. So it's neither good or bad. It doesn't really matter. It's just, that's what's happening. So with the Five of Wands here, the energy that I'm getting from that is that you have to, there's like this feeling that's in you now that you have to sort of up your game, and you know that, and you've been feeling it for some time now. You've sort of gotta blend in for now, until you figure out how you can break away, okay? So it's like, this is why this pause, this contemplation period is happening, and this is why the Libra sun and moon, because they're both there, why they are sort of bringing us into this period of balance is so that we can kind of move on to something different. And this could mean that it's like something next year that you're planning on, but just right now, while you're thinking about getting away, don't be like the type of person who's like, I'm leaving you, piece of shit, or I'm quitting when I can. Like, it's these kind of situations, okay? It's more so about don't get caught up in all of the competition, the drama, the people trying to outsmart each other, and all of that jazz, okay? Just Pluto is going to bring that energy sort of in, but being aware of it, you can sort of alchemize it and do something different with it. I don't know how to tell you what to do with that, but that's just what I'm getting. So Pluto might sort of make you feel like you're in competition with others, but the negative thing to do would be like feeling like a victim, whereas actually take it as an opportunity to be like, okay, well, if you're jealous of me, I take that as a compliment, and that just means that you can have what I have. I will move on and do something different, okay? So that is what I'm getting with the Pluto energy there, okay? Also, this could be something saying like making a bigger investment in something, and it also, I'm hearing for some of you, it could be like going back into university, going back into some kind of learning, something new, getting back into the competitive lifestyle, because maybe some of you actually feel like you need that sort of competition to keep you sort of motivated, and Pluto's sort of bringing that in. It's like we need a little bit of, this battle of the survival of the fittest kind of thing, okay? But it's specifically, it's kind of, it's talking about, because Pluto is in Sagittarius as well, and Sagittarius is the temperance card, and temperance is about balance as well. So it, Libra and the Sagittarius energy, which is in Venus and Pluto, they're trying as well to work with the air and the fire, okay, and then the water, okay, because it's Pluto as well. So it's sort of trying to bring the change in those elements, okay? Not necessarily the money aspect. Money is the distraction, kind of. Worrying about money is not what it's trying to tell you to do. Okay, this guy is trying to tell you to work on these things like relationships and finding your own uniqueness, because a lot of you have lost it along the way. You might have felt like you've lost it, or you just need a change. You're like, not that you lost it, but you're like, I'm different now, so I need to do something different. I need new dreams, okay? And yeah, shall we talk about Jupiter? So Jupiter is the planet that rules Sagittarius, okay? And we have the Seven of Cups. And now what I'm getting from that is it's time to get real, okay? Like I said already, it's time to get real about things. And none of this is holding you back. That's the illusion, okay? None of these people who are trying to control organizations, bosses, partners, whatever, they're not controlling you. So now is the time to release this illusion that that is the case, okay? Because Jupiter is in Capricorn at the minute, and again, that's also connecting to this, okay? So believing that someone has control over you because of, again, Saturn is also connected to the devil, because you might think that you don't have the funds to leave, or you're stuck in a situation financially, you're just not really wanting to work on that, and that's okay, because at the end of the day, it's kind of weird how this is coming up, but it's like, that isn't the focus. The focus is on not seeing the earthly energy as what's controlling you, okay? It's actually how you approach things, how you speak up. Biggest thing with this as well is you need to start speaking up. You need to start speaking up and being honest and assertive, okay? assertive about, like, I don't want these restrictions placed on me. I don't want you to try to control me with things that you know keep me attached, okay? It's time to let go of that and start speaking the truth and start saying things like they are, because it's too much of this. There's too much of people in your life saying things that is like it's like a stab. It's like they know how to get me. They know how to get me. They don't know how to get you. You're letting them get you. You're letting it get to you. So this is the general area that's trying to focus on, is you need to get you. You need to understand you. Not letting other people have that power and control over saying certain things that you know are really going to bring you down, or whatever it may be. Okay? But again, there is going to be sort of a rebirth period as well. I feel like after, for some people, with travel or whatever. I don't know why I'm getting that just from that energy, but it's like some sort of travel might come up, and also some sort of new wisdom, okay? The travel could be something to do with... Oh, now I'm hearing that differently. Okay, hold on. That's why I said wisdom. So, yes. Also, okay, this is what it is. No. A rebirth in travel. So I am talking about like trying to travel to other dimensions in your mind, or trying to get caught up in the YouTube world of all of the stuff, okay? Getting hooked on news, or like getting really invested in celebrity life and gossip and all of this as well. This is another restriction, okay? So letting something outside of you, but it's inside a screen, okay? So that is also part of it here as well. Just something I wanted to say, because again, that devil energy is also letting media and letting technology and stuff control us, okay? So that's another thing. So some of you may want to like look at what you're holding, the phone, the mobile, and sort of have more of this time of, wait, I've been letting myself get kind of caught up in stuff that doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter to me. I don't care who, Instagram, TikTok, things like that. These are other things as well that might be that devil energy, okay? Because the devil works in the devil's energy, which is restrictions and which is like addictions and stuff like that. That energy works in mysterious ways, and it always kind of gets you back. I noticed on a Capricorn moon, this is Skystrology, me observing. I noticed on a Capricorn moon, for me, just for me, because I'm observing, I'm being my own scientist. I noticed that when around that time, I do things that I'm kind of addicted to, like, or that are a little bit not usually the kind of thing I would do, but I really enjoy it and I kind of binge on it. Like, it could be like I binge on food, could drink a lot of alcohol, I could like smoke or whatever. But I noticed it's always around Capricorn moon. So that's just an observation of mine. But and it's funny because like it's weird. It's like when you observe it like that and you don't, I don't know how to explain that, but it's like I'm learning as I go. And with the Libra moon energy, I sort of get the feeling that for me right now, it's actually very tied to it's very tied to this, okay? And it's also tied to like bringing us, okay, so we're not taking risks. We need to think about, we're not taking the right risks, we're taking the wrong risks. And we need to think about, okay, where are we going to go from here? What are we going to do next? Because I'm not feeling really good. Okay, so that is literally, and that's what people say about Libra. It's like bringing the justice in. It's because it's Libra's the justice card. So bringing in that fairness again. Okay, and that's what this new moon sort of doing. It's like, what is not fair anymore for you? What are you putting up with that you don't deserve to put up with anymore? That's what the whole general. And I think I'm kind of going over things too much. So I'll skip on. Is there anything about Uranus? I feel like life is sort of a little bit calmer during a Uranus retrograde, okay? And particularly with the unexpected. So don't think that there's a lot of like unexpected things going to happen. It feels very calm. It feels very balanced. It feels like this part of the intuitive energy is coming through the masculine. So to be intuitively in touch with things, you're sort of going to notice just how things are flowing in life in general, okay? So it's a little bit calmer. It's not as yeah, because that's just how I feel and how I'm feeling to talk about it. So this calmness is here for a reason. This calmness is so that we can be assertive to this energy, okay? So that we can be like, no, I don't want to do that. Enough is enough. I need to do what's right for me. That sort of thing, okay? It's using the compassionate side in you to tell people that, I care about you, but you can't do this. I care about you, but I also now am realizing that I have to look after myself. That's sort of what it is. It's taking a masculine approach to loving yourself, okay? And a masculine approach to loving themselves is like, listen, bitch, don't do that, okay? So that's sort of what I feel is happening with the Uranus retrograde during this new moon, okay? You also yeah, the last thing I'll say is, so Neptune again is also reversed, and this is why I feel like the Empress is reversed, okay? Or sorry, Neptune is retrograde, and that's why I think the Empress in this case is reversed beside the King of Cups, because like I said, loving yourself needs a masculine approach. It needs more organization, it needs more structure, it needs more of because the masculine energy is calm when they don't get rattled by this energy. They don't get stressed out of it when they're in their divine masculine. They are like, okay, they deal with situations and they don't get stressed out when crazy things happen, okay? And that's what the feminine wants. The feminine wants someone who's, balanced, who has got their shit together and sort of protects them when the going gets tough, because the feminine energy is a little bit more in flow, and the masculine's more like paying attention and wanting to move again. But so this is why the feminine is sort of going through this transition, because the masculine energy has to come out through the feminine herself. Okay, so the more feminine people, if you're more feminine energy, you need to start speaking up. You need to start giving it back to the masculine, because the masculine is just going to keep giving you abuse and whatever if you don't start speaking up for yourself. Okay, so that's sort of what's happening. I hope that will help people. But yes, I'm not going to do all of the signs. I'm doing restructuring everything on my Patreon, so I will probably be taking away the €3 tier. Everything will just be on the €6 tier, and then I'm still contemplating on how I want to do. I'll be doing it next month. How I want to do when I'm teaching tarot. So I'll be doing classes. I might be doing it as a course, not a course, but as a monthly thing on my website. or it might be a Patreon thing. But yeah, just bear with me because I am doing something on the side as well that I'm really excited for. I just don't know when I'll be able to talk about it. So I've kind of a lot going on, and I'm back in work mode, but I just need to sort of figure out how I want to do everything, because I was doing a little bit too much there and I wasn't enjoying my life. And again, this is the energy. I'm like, I'm realizing that now. Maybe that's what, oh Jesus. Okay, that's what the restructure probably is about for people as well. Yeah. Wow, I just had a moment of realization there. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you next time. Enjoy the new moon. Bye.